circuit of earth, in the compass of earth, in the circle of heaven, in the circuit of heaven, in the compass of heaven.
Circle of the earth, Isaiah 40:22. Circuit of heaven, Job 22:14. Compass upon the face of the deep, Proverbs 8:27. In all three of these cases, the Hebrew word hug is used to denote either a circle, a circuit, or a compass, which means they can be interchangeable. They mean the same thing. But the most controversial case of the three within the earth-shaped debate community is the denotation of the phrase sitteth upon the circle of the earth in Isaiah 40:22. Many Bible-believing flat earthers use this verse as an almost standalone confirmation bias that the earth is flat and circular. But a little investigation to the origin of the word, as well as applying a little common sense, will reveal something not so commonly known or accepted about the correct shape of the earth. The root word hug occurs once as a verb in the Hebrew Bible in Job 26:10. He hath compassed the waters with bounds until the day and night come to an end. And in addition to the three verses mentioned initially, another verse used it as a noun in Isaiah 44:13 to describe a circle instrument or a compass. The carpenter stretches out his rule. He marks it out with a line. He fits it with planes, and he marks it out with a compass. Hence we have an instrument to render out a circle. But the critical element that is omitted from the translation is that the originator who scores out the circle is inside it, not upon it or over it. Even in the Greek Paleo-Hebrew Septuagint text, the word for circle is called yapav, which was used in Isaiah 40:22 and is defined as a rim or a ring or a perimeter that encompasses something that is inside. In other words, that which encases or surrounds something else. In almost every case in the Hebrew text where the word sit or sitteth is used, the preposition in is used as opposed to on or upon. Hence, the translators of Isaiah 40:22 incorrectly inserted the word upon instead of the more appropriate word in. From the translators' oblivious understanding of the concave sphere of the earth that surrounds us, they inserted upon instead of in, carrying the illogic line of thought that God could not possibly be in the earth, he must be above it or on it, looking down, especially since the verse continues on to compare the inhabitants of the earth to grasshoppers, but dwelling at a great height above the ground, so much so to perceive the people as small grasshoppers, and still being in the earth is perfectly resolved when understanding God in times past and heaven are in the middle of the earth, and the direction of up is always at the center. Hence God sat in the circle of the earth. They should have written, it is he that sitteth in the circle of the earth, or it is he that sitteth in the circuit of the earth, or it is he that sitteth in the compass of the earth. The only logical conclusion is a hollow concave sphere where God resided in the center, which is heaven. Hence God was in the circle of heaven just as he was in the circle of earth. Now it can be said that God as a man walks upon the face of the circle of the earth, or the face of the circuit, or the face of the compass of the earth, still being contained by the circle, circuit, compass of earth, but not contained by the circle, circuit, compass of heaven. Heaven being inside earth is also confirmed in Job 38:33 as well. Knowest thou the ordinances of heaven? Canst thou set the dominion thereof in the earth? Isaiah 40:22 goes on to say, God stretcheth out the heavens as a curtain, and spreadeth them out as a tent to dwell in. Since we know that God compared heaven to a womb in Job 38:8 and Job 38:29, which is a spherical container, we also must apply that knowledge to the circuit of heaven mentioned in Job 22:14. Now that we understand that heaven is a spherical container, we can understand its darkened shell acts as a curtain that conceals light. The darkened celestial sphere is the cloaking object that blocks heaven's light from the earth. Dark waters and thick clouds are mentioned in Psalm 18 in relation to heaven. In Psalm 104 verse 2 it is stated, Who coverest thyself with light as with a garment, who stretcheth out the heavens like a curtain. But logic will easily see where it would make much more sense if it read like this: Who coverest thy light as with a garment, who stretched out the heavens like a curtain. Comparing heaven as a tent to dwell in makes a lot more sense if one realizes there's a double pyramid in the middle of heaven, in the middle of earth. Tents are shaped like pyramids. Now I trust, my friend, that you have become illuminated and the whole issue about circle of the earth is perfectly resolved within the LSC concave earth. Have a great day.